Aubrey McClendon, there's a huge blog called Seeking Alpha that follows Chesapeake. So I'm going to contact all of those people on that blog, there's over 7,000 of them, to review this YouTube that I'm sending you, to please consider the opportunity that exists for you personally and for Chesapeake stockholders by replacing coal completely with natural gas. Forget about trucking. That's going to take forever. Coal has already been replaced to some extent. It makes absolutely no sense for the utilities to burn any coal whatsoever, especially because of the price that's so low right now, that you can lock in, as you know how to do, with a hedge by going long natural gas at $2.55 or better. I would strongly suggest inviting all of the CEOs, the utility CEOs, to come in and watch the playoffs with you, to watch Thunder. That will make the return on the Chesapeake investment in Thunder return a $5 million investment to a $5 billion investment easily in profits. Think about what the stock will do. It makes very little sense for you to keep spending money personally on drilling wells that once you sell the gas, that's the end of that deal. You and EIG would be much better off investing that money in Chesapeake stock. Think about it. Because the potential for Chesapeake stock doesn't end when the natural gas is burned like it does from a well. Okay? There'll be endless, massive amounts of natural gas sold to utilities and everybody else that will go into the profits of Chesapeake if you take my advice right now, and the glut will disappear in a matter of weeks as soon as utilities begin to really burn natural gas and completely eliminate coal. Let me go into nuclear for a minute too, because this is another spectacular market. The fact that the myth claiming that there's no CO2 resulting from nuclear power is absurd, ridiculous, ignorant, and stupid. Obviously, when they mine uranium, there's an enormous amount of CO2 created from the diesel and from whatever power is necessary to get the uranium into the shape of a nuclear rod, which winds up eventually full of radiation where they can't even store it. You see? I mean, the nuclear power industry is glomming $14 billion a year from the government. That's a huge transfer of wealth. Anybody with a brain would be against that. So you see the coal deal where they're polluting and poisoning the atmosphere on top of the mountaintop recovery, where they're exploding the tops off the mountains to get to the coal and dumping the debris all into the beautiful mountain water and property of the people who live in those areas. I mean, think about that crime. Think about the fact that the media is creating a lie and a witch hunt against you personally, claiming you're a thief, which is what conflict of interest means, as you probably know, I hope. Okay? And the fact that you don't have an off-balance sheet account to hide secret debt that doesn't exist, because the VPP deal is nothing but a sale. It's a future sale. It's a forward purchase. There's no debt involved. You see? And for you to not clear that up in a court of law makes no sense whatsoever. So they've put you in the spotlight, and I'm suggesting to use the spotlight for the benefit of yourself personally, to clear your name, and to generate enormous profits for Chesapeake stockholders, of which I happen to be one. And I am sending this YouTube to as many people on this Seeking Alpha blog. There's over 7,000 following Chesapeake alone, not to mention Anna Darko and Cabot and all these other natural gas producers like Chesapeake. So they're going to be aware of what I'm trying to explain to you, and please consider this right now before the playoffs begin, and get these guys on a jet plane into Oklahoma City, have a contract ready for them all to sign, and let's end the coal problem. The same as the leaded gas problem was ended by the government. Okay? The idea that we have a free market capitalist society, but that the people in America have no clue and can't use judgment to capitalize from the free market, means that the government has to step in and end crazy problems like mountaintop recovery is. Please do this with the utilities. Don't you understand the benefit that I'm trying to explain to you personally, Aubrey McClendon, and to the people that I'm going to send this to that read the Seeking Alpha blog every day? Thank you.